Hi guys, this is Trisha from Happily Ever Style. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm a proud alpha repeater and a toddler mom. I usually talk about mindful styling and share tips on how to maximize your wardrobe. But today we're going to be talking about something a little different. So recently I posted a video sharing everything I pack in my son's activity pouch, which was used for the plane. And that video really took off. So it got me thinking, maybe I share everything I pack for my son when we go on longer trips. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Before I became a mom, I was known as the person who would always pack light. But after having my son, it was nearly impossible to pack light. The first time we traveled, I felt like I was packing the entire apartment. And over the years, after several trips, I feel like I've gotten better and better at knowing how to streamline everything and figure out what he would actually need. In 2 days' time, we're going to be flying to Italy, Milan, and take the train to Bologna. And we're going to be there for about 7-8 days. We're trying to minimize the amount of stuff we need to carry and make it simpler for all of us. We're going to be bringing this carry-on and this check-in trunk. In this trunk will also be my husband's clothes and my own clothes and some of my son's stuff. I'm going to be sharing what I pack in the carry-on and what I pack in the check-in bag. So, ready or not, let's get to it. So we have a lot of carry-on suitcases, but we've been finding this one the best option to use when we travel with my son. And the main reason is because it has multiple pockets. And then when it's in the overhead bin, because it's a zipper style carry-on, it's really easy to just unzip and have access to whatever is inside. It's just a really good size and it's pretty lightweight, so it's less likely we would go overweight. So let's start with what I pack in the carry-on suitcase. So I always freeze a few pouches in the freezer before we travel so that the frozen pouches keep everything else cool in the insulated bag. Since it's an overnight flight, I won't be packing a lot of food, but I will be packing a few pouches, some fruits, and some dried snacks. This one is going to be filled with all the snacks. I usually use an insulated water bottle to pack fresh milk so that it stays cool. This one has been really good because even on flights to Taiwan, which is 16 hours, it still keeps the milk chilled, and it's a good amount, so then it lasts us throughout the flight. Through security, they have been okay with it. I would actually point it out to them and say that there's milk in here and it's for my son. Water/milk bottle, because the diapers would definitely be something that we would need easy access to. So wipes and diapers on the top pocket here. And then we have my sling. I call it sling, but it's actually a carrier. I just have this in case he wants me to carry him, which doesn't happen as often anymore now, but it's good to have in case he does want me to carry him. So it gives me a little bit of support. And then we have headphones for my son. These are made for toddlers. I got this from Amazon. And then we have this, which is such a good find. I love that it keeps everything organized and I can see everything clearly. I have a blanket for my son in case it gets cold on the plane. I actually also have paper clips. It allows me to clip the blanket to the cover seat in case like there's light or AC is too strong. When he was younger and I would breastfeed him, I also have it clipped onto the seat cover behind me, so it kind of provided some coverage. So this was really handy, even though it's kind of random. In the little pouches, I have some sunscreen. I have this ointment that is really good for just scratches, cuts. I also have a mouth spray since it's harder to brush his teeth on the plane. And this is like the best bug balm ever. It smells so good and it's so easy to use. Like this applicator is also just you know, zero waste. It's amazing. Going to be mosquitoes in Italy, and this is really important because I definitely don't want him to get mosquito bites. I also don't want to get any mosquito bites, so I actually will be using this too. But this is already my second bug balm. I'm going to link it in the video because this is so good. You guys, all of you need one. It's also made of non-toxic ingredients, so it's really good. He does ask for his pacifiers when he's sleeping still, so I do have 2 pacifiers packed. On this side, I have the thermometer because there was one time I wasn't sure if he had a fever or not, and it's just good to know that we have this on hand so we can check and be sure that he isn't having a fever. Maybe he's just feeling hot. I also have these forehead stickers. I don't actually know if I can, I might be able to find some of this on Amazon, but I got this in Japan. It is like a cooling gel sticker patch that helps with like cooling down mild fevers. I have a nail clipper because you never know. Sunblock stick, which is like SPF 50. Really easy to use on the go. It's also just easier to apply on him. And then this side we have Tylenol and Benadryl for emergency use. 2 sets of his clothes. I also have his toothbrush and his toothpaste in here. So we're gonna zip this up and pack it in here. And next we're gonna pack his activity pouch. So this is actually just a toiletry bag. Inside I have a few of his toy cars. I also have one new car for him to unbox, a few finger play animals, and there's also a coloring book, some paper, as well as crayons. He's really into sticker books right now, so I have a few that we will probably be using throughout the trip, at the airport, before we board the plane, when we're on the train going from Milan to Bologna. I also packed these little bus stations. That's like, you know, pretty smart design, I think. But you can pack this easily, and it like folds up really small, but it's a bus stop. And there's another one as well, which is just a gas station. So then I usually just fold this up like this, buckle it up, and then we're gonna put it in here. There are 2 things that we're going to be bringing on to the plane with us that doesn't actually fit in the carry-on. One is a Bubba Board. So I actually used this on our flight to Taiwan already. I personally think it's a great option for kids who would prefer to have their feet up. And honestly, my son was able to sleep comfortably on it, so I actually recommend this. It's easier to carry. I just put this on my shoulder. It's also really easy to install. So you actually just extend it like this. You know, it's very straightforward. So during takeoff, we were actually asked to put it away. So then I just had to put it back while he was still sitting on it. So it doesn't actually affect my son. After the plane took off, then I was able to, you know, pull it out again. It's really well cushioned, so I think it's fairly comfortable. I did put a pillow on this end so that he can be more comfortable. If you're considering a seat extender, I think this is a pretty good choice. And the other thing that we will be bringing is a travel stroller. This is from Cybex. It's the Koya. It comes with a travel bag, which I love. Because it really does make a difference in terms of protecting your stroller. So we would check this in at the gate. The rest that goes into the check-in bag, I have 2 extra packs of wipes because wipes are very important. A pack of diapers just because I don't want to have to worry about looking for diapers like the first or second day we get there. So this is enough for about 3 days. I'm also going to be packing a few books, and one of them is more of like a bedtime read so that we can read to him before he goes to bed. It's just part of our bedtime routine. These are all of his favorites right now, so I think he'll like these. I still find this important because washing his bottles is just easier when I'm able to like hang the bottles up dry. And then this is his sound machine, which he does use every night. We have the Hatch at home, but I'm just bringing the travel size one with us. And then I am bringing the Nanit camera. The actual camera is still in his room right now, but this is a travel stand, and it allows us to kind of grip it around a bar. So maybe like a clothing rack, or sometimes near the windows, like I could find a spot to have the camera set up so then we can still see him through the camera. He's going to have his own room because he usually sleeps in his own room here. I love that Nane offers these travel accessories because it really makes it easy for us to just grab the camera and go. I also have two new toys that I will let him unbox because sometimes we might need to keep him busy, and these are really good, easy ones to pack. I'm also bringing a pair of scissors to use so I can cut food up when we're at restaurants. Because I'm not using a backpack as a carry-on for the flight, I'm actually packing this backpack so then we can use when we go out and about in Italy. It's so lightweight, so it's really easy to pack in the suitcase. It's a really good size and it will fit everything that we'll need for his day to day. And then we're also bringing a fan because it's going to be so hot in Italy. We will probably have it on his stroller. So this is really good to have, especially when he's napping. And if it's really hot, I think it's just nice to have the fan. This is another thing that will probably help him nap better. It's a cover from Cybex, and it has these like magnets here so you can clip it onto the stroller, block the sun and light a little. And then finally, his clothes, which I have already packed in this. I am bringing an extra pair of sneakers just in case something happens to the one that he is going to be wearing. And so, yeah, that's everything I'll be bringing on this trip for my toddler son. So that's everything I'm packing for my son for our trip to Italy. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions for me, feel free to leave them in the comments section. If you're looking for me on other social media channels, it's at Happily Ever Style. And that's all for today. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.